welcome to Vlogmas Day 22. Happy Thursday and happy summer solstice to my friends in the Southern Hemisphere. It is even colder and windier here today than it was yesterday, and it's so hard to imagine you wearing your shorts and putting some shrimp on the Barbie. It's crazy how completely opposite our seasons and our weather is. It is not quite as sunny as it was yesterday, but I did get a beautiful picture of our mountains yesterday afternoon, so I'm going to put that in here. I'll talk more about weather in a little while, because don't we all talk about the weather? Okay, time to open up day 22. Today's colorway is inventive. I am inventive. I need to find an inventive way to get out and refill the bird feeders without freezing my tuchus off. They have cleaned me out. Oh, what a gorgeous corally pink. That is beautiful. I think the camera is making it a little more vibrant, as in fluorescent, than it really is, but even back there. But it is bright and it is beautiful. Contrast it with the cream of the couch. I have an extra advent to open today. It's Thursday, which means I get to open the fourth and final skein from the Sweet Fiber Yarns Holiday Sock Yarn Club. Look how beautiful it was. I had this out on my table last night and just looking at the beautiful stamped snowflakes on there. Isn't that pretty? It's so simple, just adds such a lovely touch to a simple paper bag. So my guess, we've had, thinking of my minis, which incidentally, I did wind up 3 of them last night because I want to put them with my Victorian Christmas yarn. I just did not have the bandwidth to even cast on a pair of socks last night. I was so tired. But I did wind up the yarn. So here are the 4 minis. And so far we've had a green skein, we've had a golden skein, which, you know, would coordinate with that. We had a pinky skein, no, a purpley skein. So my guess is we're gonna have something in this color family. Just a guess. Let's see if I'm right. Trying not to rattle it too much. Ooh, not what I expected at all. It's a navy and burgundy. I think you can see that. And the colorway is velvet, Holiday 22 velvet. Also an 80-20. Oh, so this is going to be another one of those stripy colorways like my evergreen socks. I think, just judging from the way that it's dyed. It is beautiful. So I have been really happy with that Sweet Fiber Sock Yarn Club. It's been a lot of fun, and I do like the 1 pair of socks that I've knit up so far, and I look forward to knitting up the rest of those yarns. All right, let's talk some tea. My tea yesterday, what was it called again? Something about brownies. Peanut butter brownie. It was so good. It was almost like drinking a very mild cup of hot chocolate. You know how hot chocolate can be really sweet? This was like a lovely chocolate taste without that overpowering sweetness. It was really good. And I did find a brownie in the freezer. So I had my first cup of it with my brownie, which I warmed up, so the chocolate chips in it were a little bit melty. Makes me want another one. So we're day 22. Where is it on the calendar? Oh, right at the bottom. It shows a car bringing home the Christmas tree. All right, today's tea is tinsel toddy. I think of toddy as in like rum, so I'm wondering if it has that caramelly flavor smell to it. Not really. It looks like it has a bit of pineapple, and there's something kind of pinky in there. Oh, maybe pepper. Those look like pink peppercorns. And it looks like maybe like a rooibos tea. I never know how to say that. Let's find it on the ingredients list and see. Tinsel toddy. Yes, it is a rooibos tea. It has candied ginger. Oh no, maybe it is pineapple. Candied ginger, candied pineapple, rooibos, ginger, apple, natural vanilla, caramel, honey, ginger flavoring, pink peppercorn, there you go, marigold blossom, and pollen. Well, that's an interesting ingredient. I guess maybe that's just for allergens or something. Just gonna take another look. So maybe some of that is candied ginger and some of it's candied pineapple. They do look a little different. That one will be very interesting to try out. I can't say as I love the smell of it, not as much as some of the others, but looking forward to trying that out. Before I talk about plans for the day, I'll give you a bit of an update on yesterday's events. And by the way, if it sounds like there's a plane landing, it's my washing machine. I'm doing a few loads of laundry today, just so it takes a bit of the load off, no pun intended, for next week's laundry day. Anyway, as planned, I did spend the vast majority of yesterday cleaning house, put almost 15,000 steps on my Fitbit, and now all of the important rooms are spick and span and ready for company, which is a good thing because it arrives today. So last night after Cameron got home from work, we headed over to the mall to pick up some gifts on my mom's behalf. As I've mentioned before, her travel plans have been changing because of the predicted weather. And she asked me if I would get them for her because it didn't look like she was going to get a chance when she got here. And then we decided that's our last night on our own for a little while. And we decided to go out for dinner. So while we were out to dinner and waiting for our food to arrive, our sister's messenger chat group got very busy, and it turned out that my sister and husband, who were planning to go get my mom, originally it was supposed to be tomorrow, and then they were going to delay it most likely to Saturday because of weather. They decided to go today instead. They were supposed to attend curling and a curling banquet afterwards, but they decided to forego that and go up today while the weather was the best it's going to be. Starting tonight, we're expecting snow, and then snow tomorrow, and then it is supposed to turn to rain, and so there's a high probability of freezing rain over Saturday, and it was just a much safer trip to make today. So they left just over an hour ago. It's now 10 after 9, and it's about, in good weather, about a 3 hours and 15-minute drive, so I'm expecting it might take a little bit longer today. They will most likely stop and have maybe some lunch at my mom's house before turning around and coming back. So I'm expecting her to arrive somewhere between 4 and 5 this afternoon. And then we're going to pick up my sister and her husband from the airport tonight. Their flight is due in at 7:15, but I just had a message come up to say that their flight from Toronto to Calgary is going to be about 2 hours late arriving in Calgary, which gives them, I think, just about an hour to for connecting flights, which is obviously about 2 hours less than they had banked on. So hopefully that all goes okay, and that their flight coming in to Abbotsford is on time. So we shall see. Big question mark, but we're definitely keeping an eye on the travel today. This noon, I've been invited to a Christmas potluck over at one of the stores that my husband oversees here in town. He was originally supposed to come with me, but he's working in a different store this week, covering for a manager who had surgery, and they've been short-staffed all week. So he does not, and he just said flat out, I'm not going to be able to come. I am going to make my famous meatballs to take regardless, but I probably won't stay more than a few minutes because I do have some things I want to do here before my mom gets here. Last night when we got back from the restaurant, Cameron and I wrapped up the rest of the birthday gifts, the ones that we need to have ready for the 28th. We've, as a family, have made a little bit of a change of plans. We're going to delay my mom's birthday and the winter birthdays of our generation till the end of January. We're going to do a Zoom call on my mom's birthday. Actually, my younger sister is going to have us all over for brunch, and then we're going to have a Zoom call with our Toronto sister and our mom, and the birthday boys and girls can open their presents over Zoom. So we already had everything pretty well ready to go anyway, but that's okay. That took a bit of the pressure off. So I think that brings us to socks of the day. Oh, no, it doesn't. Another plans for the day. So because all of my company is arriving sometime today, I am going to record tomorrow's and Christmas Eve's Vlogmas today, get it all ready to go up, and then I'll release them on the appropriate days. Feels a little bit like cheating, and it means I'm going to see my advents a couple days in advance, but it just seems the best way to make it possible. I just don't anticipate having the time or a quiet place to record them in the next couple of days. So Vlogmas for you will continue as usual, but they will be pre-recorded. All right, socks of the day. So here's another wintry pair. These are my winter palette scrappy socks, and I knit these, so I'm keep looking over here because my notes are here. I knit them through October and November of this year, so I haven't worn this pair yet either. Oh, I meant to grab my snow melt shawl. It's just over on the couch. I'm gonna do that, and I'll continue on with my socks of the day once I do that. I had, for my birthday back in March, purchased a half skein set from Fiber Nymph Dye Works. It's the Bounce Base, and it was the winter palette colorway. So there were 6 different colors in it, and I knit this snow melt shawl, which I think is maybe my most favorite shawl ever that I've knit. It's gorgeous colors. Very wintry, as you can see. This is such a wonderful shawl. It's the perfect size, and I've had it sitting on my couch, and I often just put it over my shoulders usually in the mornings or in the evenings. So I had some leftovers, and I really wanted to make a pair of socks, and so I did. So I, for the most part, followed a regular striping sequence going from the toe up. It's my usual 64 stitch. And then when I got to the top, because I wanted to use every bit, I kind of messed a little bit with the striping, but you know, that's okay. So I used 3 different colors to do the toes and the heels and the cuffs, and basically used up every little bit of this yarn. So these will be a very appropriate pair of socks again to wear because of their wintry theme, because it is definitely winter weather out there. All right, that is it for Vlogmas Day 22. Take care, have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 23. Bye.